Hello, this is the My New Student How To. So let me go ahead and pull this up. Okay, so the how to. Your principal comes to you and says, well, you're having a new student come on Monday. This is a 5-year-old child. They use a wheelchair and they do have some fine motor deficits as well, but he has a strong vocabulary and reads above grade level, which is wonderful. And you're going to write an analysis here, 750 to 1,000 words. What ability related stereotypes may the other children in your classroom have about this child? Where do they come from? Then you're going to explain 3 or more teaching strategies you could implement to teach the rest of the class about the new student in a respectful and developmentally appropriate way. And it doesn't have to happen all at once. It can be done gradually. And what are some changes you will need to make in the classroom? Just practical changes to assist the new student in feeling respected and valued in your classroom. This is really important because when I taught first grade, one year I got a new student who had leg braces on both legs. Other than that, the child had absolutely no deficits and was very active, could use their hands very well, no problems learning how to read. All that kind of stuff was just perfect. So I noticed over time that this child did not have anyone else play with them. I mean, they left him totally alone. And no matter how much I encouraged and put him in groups and so on and so forth, in the end, he was still alone. So he was absent one day, and got the whole group together, and I said, why are you not playing with so and so? And they just looked at me. And finally, one sweet little girl said, we don't want to catch what he has. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, you talk about stereotyping, being worried about catching a disease you'll never catch. And I realized a lot of this was my problem because I had not prepared them adequately for this particular child and what he was living with. So anyhow, long story short, I talked to them about how this was something he had had since he was born and that the braces just gave his legs more strength so he could walk around just like they do. And that it was absolutely not catching. It was nothing that they would ever have. And anyway, and I also contacted his mom. And I said, would it be possible for you to come in and just give the class just a little bit of information about how the braces work and, about how he's had this for his whole life, just to learn more about him so we can appreciate how wonderful he is, no matter what. And she was very happy to do that. In fact, she had brought in some braces that he had outgrown. And some of the smaller children in the classroom were able to try them out. And they walked around the classroom in his old braces and they got to feel what it was like walking in braces. And, that was not a very big deal. And it was a great learning experience. But I share that with you because I was so unprepared for this particular child. And I was totally unprepared about preparing my students. So I want you to be better prepared and have something in mind. When you know you're going to receive a child that has a physical limitation, be prepared, prepare the other students, and it will make this child's entry into your classroom much more comfortable. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to meet with you and on Zoom. Have a great day. Bye-bye.